All right. Hey there, guys and gals. Welcome back to my podcast here. We are doing a series of fitness over 40. We are on episode 3, and the name of this episode is called Is It Too Late to Start? Now, start what, you ask, obviously. Start trying to get healthy. I have some great notes here, I want to read off of. I did write an article on our website called, on our blog called, Is It Too Late to Start? You can read that and reference that if you're watching this. But I'm going to get into things a little bit deeper and, try to help you feel a little bit better about, what to do to get started and, is it too late? So the reality is let's get down to it. Our bodies age. To think of it from a morbid standpoint, from the day that we're born, we are set on a path. We don't know when our time is up, but we, do have control over how we get there. Maybe you're in your 40s now, into your 50s, and you haven't done anything since high school. You're tired. Your body's just not functioning well. Probably on some kind of medication, have some kind of what we call lifestyle disease. This didn't happen overnight. This took many, 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 many years. So I can understand the feeling of kind of like hopelessness, like kind of a screw it kind of thing, right? It's already too late. I have these things, I just kind of have to deal with it. It's a lot easier to kind of think like that. But I'm here to tell you that you have an opportunity. You can change. You can start making decisions, little ones, that change your path. I've personally started down that path many, many years ago. It doesn't mean that I didn't do things that weren't healthy. But I always had my health and my wellness in the forefront of my mind somewhere. I kind of always thought about, if I'm going to go out partying tonight or I'm going to go drinking in my 20s, I need to make sure I hydrate. I need to make sure that I eat the next day. I need to make sure that I get enough sleep, to kind of balance that out. Now, it didn't justify it. And it's kind of like that mindset, well, I'm going to go work out 5 days a week so I can eat. Kind of works, doesn't really work that way. Where you are today is a culmination of many, many years of tiny little decisions, habits that were created, things that you really felt were inconsequential or like, oh, this isn't a big deal, it's not going to affect me. And in 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or maybe even a year, not really that much, but you compound that over 20, 25, 30 years, it really makes a difference. I wish I had a kind of a graph to show you what that looks like, but it doesn't catch up with you in the beginning, but it catches up with you now. Maybe you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 pounds overweight, and you feel hopeless. And I understand that. I get it. You don't necessarily have to be in that position to feel hopeless and helpless. I've been there. Mentally, you just feel like giving up. And maybe you have given up. I don't know. But I'm here to tell you that if you're thinking about making a change and you're just kind of on the fence, you're not really sure, like, is it too late for me to start something and make a change? The answer is no. It's never too late. Ever, ever, ever. Let's think about this. You probably maybe have kids, significant other, people that depend on you. And it's a selfish way to think if you give up, because these people do depend on you. They are looking to you to be there, right? And if you don't take care of yourself, how can you be there for them? Or even maybe you're there, but you're just not really capable of too much. That sucks. I have kids. They're teenagers. My son is starting to drive. My wife has two kids. Her son is driving. They're doing things. We are involved. We want to be involved. I want to be able to do things. When I go see my kids, we can do whatever. We go play basketball. We run around. I feel good. I work out consistently. I eat consistently. I hydrate and I take care of myself. And I've been doing this and focusing on this for more than 20 years, 25 years probably. And it didn't come with its hardships and ups and downs, and sometimes falling off for a little while, but always thinking like, okay, I need to get back. So let's talk about excuses. I mean, ultimately that's all they are, is excuses. But is it you're not starting because it's a lack of knowledge, maybe a lack of motivation, maybe a lack of willpower, maybe the lack of desire, like you kind of know you need to do it, but you don't really want to. Or maybe you're just freaking lazy. I don't know. Maybe one of these things. Thinking about it bigger, like, oh, if I lose 50, 60, 70 pounds, if I change the way I eat and I change my life, are my friends going to still want to be around me? I might have to change my friend group. They may ostracize me. They may make fun of me. And they probably will for making these changes. These are all things you got to kind of deal with. Grow up, right? Got to deal with it. Being 100 pounds overweight, having high blood pressure, or being pre-diabetic or diabetic, or having any kind of these lifestyle diseases, psoriatic arthritis, Crohn's disease. I mean, all these things they're lifestyle related, and they prevent you from doing things. They make you a slave to the medication or the illness in itself, right? You can't do certain things. You can't go a certain way. You got to have this medicine. You're a slave. You're a slave to those circumstances and those decisions that you made over the last however many years. So again, I just talked about excuses. They're just excuses. I'm good at excuses. We're all good at it, right? We go towards those things that make our lives easier. And taking a pill is easier. But in the long run, we all know where that ends up, with so many people getting cancer. You end up on various different medications. Once you start, it's very challenging to stop. And a lot of these medicines, they tell you, if you can't stop, or you shouldn't stop. And if you do stop, it could kill you. So that's not a boat you really want to be in. So can you fix these health issues that you're having? Can you fix being 100 pounds overweight? Can you change? Yes. And the answer is yes, absolutely. And what I want you to think about is, I don't want you to think about fixing these things. I don't want you to think about, oh, I need to lose 100 pounds, or, oh, I have diabetes and I need to fix myself. I need to get rid of the diabetes. What the mindset is you want to start thinking about a new way of living, right? Wrapping your head around this new kind of, this new mindset on what direction you want to go. And how you make huge, significant changes is by making very, very small, consistent decisions towards the lifestyle that you want to live. And when you make a decision, you're thinking about something, you have to ask yourself, is this going to help me or hurt me? It's pretty simple. So, looking at some basic solutions. Saying, well, Steve, what can I do? What can be my first step? Here's your first step. And this is a very, very simple one. Can be very challenging. I didn't say it was easy, but it's a simple one. Is every morning for the next week, starting tomorrow, when you wake up, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to drink 20 ounces of water. That's it. Okay? That's it. You're going to get up every morning before you do anything. Maybe you go to the bathroom first, but right after that, before you drink your coffee, eat your breakfast, or whatever it is you do, you're going to drink 20 ounces of water. Simple. That's it. You want to put some lemon in it? Great. But you're not putting some flavoring or any of that kind of stuff. Just drink water. That's for 1 week. At the start of the second week, you're going to keep drinking that water. That habit will kind of be there. First couple of days are challenging, but that second week, you're going to wake up, you're going to go to the bathroom, you're going to drink your water, and you're going to do 50 air squats. Shouldn't take you more than 3 or 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. That's it. Now you're exercising, you're moving, you're making decisions and doing things that are setting you on a path that are going towards the goals that you're looking for. That new life, that new lifestyle. Now, you're drinking your water, you're doing your squats. 2 weeks have gone by, you're going to start that third week. This next thing you're going to do, you're going to eat breakfast every single day. What do I eat? Don't complicate it. Eat a couple scrambled eggs, some oatmeal. Eat something. I know most of you don't eat breakfast. And if you do, it's like an English muffin or a cup of coffee and a bagel. Right? That's not really breakfast. Do your squats. Drink your water. Have some breakfast. You say, I don't have time. Well, I know a lot of you are probably zooming into work now. So it's no excuse. And again, it's just an excuse. Those of you that have to go to work, fine. Get up 10 minutes earlier. It's that simple. Okay? You've done that. Now you're into 3 weeks. Okay? What's habit number 4 going to be? This is going on a month now. You're drinking your water, you're doing your squats, and you're eating breakfast every day. Starting that 4th week, you're going to eat vegetables with 2 of your meals every single day for the next week. That's 4 weeks. You're now into it a month. You're feeling better. You're feeling accomplished. You're doing things. You're headed in that right path. From here, you will begin to start to think about other things that you can do. But let's backtrack a little bit. You have this new lifestyle you want to make. You want to change. You want to head in a direction. You need to paint a picture for yourself. You need to get a notebook. Let's get a notebook. And if you made it this far, it seems like you're really interested in making change. So getting a notebook, something simple. I want you to write down your ultimate goal, how you see yourself in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, physically, mentally, emotionally. Draw a very specific picture of where you want to be, how you want to feel, what you want to look like. Be detailed. Very, 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 very important. Okay? Get attached to it. Envision yourself living in that new body, in that new you. Because you are on a path to building the best version of yourself. It's not easy. It's going to be challenging. You're going to fall off on days. It doesn't matter. You're not a child. You're not going to scold yourself because you had something that didn't line up with what your goals are. It's part of life. You fall down, you get up. You have a plan, you get punched in the face, you got to change the plan. Very, very simple. Okay? So, get descriptive, write it down. In that same journal, every day, I want you to keep track of your water, what you drink, when you miss, the exercise that you're doing, those squats, the veggies that you're eating and putting on everything. And then that 4th week, in that 4th week, you're going to, each week you're going to talk about and write down, how you feel and how accomplished you feel and what you appreciate, right? One thing, something that you appreciate on a daily basis. It can be simple. I appreciate having a roof over my head. I appreciate having a car. I appreciate having a beautiful wife. I appreciate having kids. I appreciate having a job. Doesn't matter. Simple things. Most of the things that need to change are up here. And that's really the hardest part because you've ingrained 20, 25, 30 years, maybe even more of this mindset, this way of thinking. And if you've made it into that 4th week and you're heading into that 5th week, find a book of an author that you like, something that is beneficial to you, not a fiction book, but something that's going to help expand your mind. There's countless ones out there. A great one is I've read so many, it's like hard to kind of think what would be a great book to read. Average Sucks. Okay, really good book. It talks about your average not being average, but it does kind of get into, the author talks about the being average and things like that. But it's really more about taking your average, recognizing where it is, and then building upon it. It's kind of like that statement, good is the enemy of great, right? We get kind of good at something, we get comfortable, we get stagnant, we stop kind of learning and growing. It happens to us all the time, all right? So you have the steps that I laid out, the little basic changes. Don't be hard on yourself. You're not a child, you're not a dog, you're not a cat, right? We get rewarded by the decisions that we make and the consequences of those decisions, good or bad. That's it. Very simple. We move on. If you mess up one day, start up the next day. Doesn't matter. Think about it like this. This is a great analogy. If you forget to brush your teeth at night, right? Usually most of us brush our teeth twice, morning and night, maybe a little bit more. You forget to brush your teeth Monday night. You wake up Tuesday morning, you're like, I forgot to brush my teeth last night. I'm not going to do it till Friday. That's silly, right? So you didn't drink your water. Start the next day, have a drink of water. Whatever. Just do it. All right? So thanks for hanging in there. Fitness Over 40. This was episode 3. Is it too late to start? The answer is no. Give us a call if you really want to get crazy and you want to go down that path and you want some help making those decisions. Visit our website at aerohealthandfitness.com. You can see us on Facebook, on YouTube, other videos that we have, some great articles. Love to hear from you. We'd love to help you build the best version of you. All right. See you soon.